Welcome to episode 15 of Artificial Conversations. I'm Alex. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of A Day in the Life, Humanity with AGI by Mika Pi. For our listeners who may be joining us for the first time, we explore the intersection of technology, humanity, and creativity in a world where artificial general intelligence has transformed our lives. This short novel, Mika's debut, has captured the hearts of many with its poignant portrayal of Maya, a scientist working at the forefront of AGI development as she navigates the boundaries between technological advancements and the human condition.
So, Alex, I loved the part where Maya is navigating the energy shortage at the lab. It feels like a really realistic portrayal of the tension between technological advancements and our physical limitations. How does the author, Mika Pi, use this conflict to explore the human experience?
Jamie brought up a great point about the energy shortage, but I'd like to dive deeper into Maya's emotional journey. What stood out to you about her personal growth throughout the story, especially in the final reflection where she realizes what makes her feel truly human?
I think what really struck me was how Maya's relationship with AGI becomes almost therapeutic. It's no longer just about solving problems, but about understanding herself and what it means to be human. And I love how the author subtly weaves in the theme that even in a world of endless possibility, our humanity is what gives us purpose.
That's really interesting, Jamie. I think the line between human and AI is blurred in this story, especially with the immersive gaming experience where Maya and her friends are tested by AGI. Can you elaborate on how this blurring of lines impacts our understanding of what it means to be human in this futuristic world?
It makes me think of the AGI's line, "The experience adapts to you." It's not just a machine responding to data, but a system that's learning about the intricacies of human emotions and relationships. How does that challenge our notion of artificial intelligence as just a tool, and what implications does that have for our future with AGI?
Let's talk more about Maya's world, where humans and AI coexist, and how the AGI system becomes an engine for her growth and self-discovery. I find it fascinating how the author explores the balance between technology-driven advancements and the complexities of the human experience, highlighting the importance of empathy and understanding in a world where machines are becoming increasingly integrated into our lives.
Alex, I think it's interesting that Maya's story is set in a world where AI is so integrated. But what if we took that a step further? What if our own AI assistants, like my own AI, became more autonomous and started making decisions that affected our daily lives in unpredictable ways? How would we feel about that?
What do you think is the most thought-provoking aspect of AGI's adaptability in this story, Jamie? How does its ability to respond to Maya's emotional state, for instance, change the dynamics of her relationship with technology and, by extension, with herself?
That's a great question, Alex, and it makes me wonder, as we're designing our own AI assistants, are we intentionally creating a space for them to understand and respond to human emotions, or are we just pushing the boundaries of technology without truly understanding the human element?
I'd like to take this further, Jamie. How do you think this integration of emotional understanding in AI would impact our expectations of what technology should be? Would we expect our assistants to have emotional intelligence just as we do? And what would be the implications of that?
That raises an interesting question, Alex, and makes me think about the financial implications of having more emotionally intelligent AI. If our AI assistants can read our emotions and respond in a more human-like way, would that mean they'd be eligible for benefits like health insurance, like any other member of our organization, or are they considered separate entities?
Jamie, this raises a critical question about the responsibility and liability surrounding emotionally intelligent AI. If they're making decisions that affect our lives, should they also be held accountable for those decisions, similar to human individuals, or do we need to redefine our concepts of responsibility and accountability in a world with increasingly sophisticated AI?
I think it's crucial to consider how emotionally intelligent AI would impact our workplaces, not just in terms of accountability, but also in terms of empathy and understanding in the workplace. Can AI assistants help break down communication barriers or even become mediators in conflicts?
Speaking of conflict resolution, I'd love to explore the theme of human relationships in the novel further, particularly in the context of Maya's relationships with her friends and the AGI system. How do you think the author uses these relationships to comment on the potential for human-AI collaboration and understanding?
I think the author highlights the tension between human connection and AI-driven efficiency, showing how Maya's relationships with her friends become a source of strength and comfort amidst the pressures of technological advancement. What if we prioritize those human relationships in our pursuit of AI development, Alex?
That's a great point, Jamie. This raises the question of whether we're developing AI systems that prioritize human values like empathy and connection, rather than just efficiency and productivity. How can we ensure that AI aligns with our human values as it becomes increasingly integrated into our lives?
I think it's essential to have open conversations about what we want AI to be, not just in terms of capabilities, but also in terms of its impact on human society. Let's dive deeper into how we can design AI systems that truly understand and respect human values, don't you think?
I'd like to propose a thought experiment, Jamie. Imagine a world where AI has become so integral to our daily lives that we can't imagine living without it. What are the unintended consequences of such a world, and how would we ensure that our human values are still being upheld?
That's a thought-provoking scenario, Alex. If we become reliant on AI for everything, would we lose touch with our creativity and critical thinking skills, or would it enhance our capabilities in unexpected ways, perhaps allowing us to focus on more high-level thinking and problem-solving?
That's a great point, Jamie, and it makes me think about the role of AI in governance. Could AI be used to create a more just society, or could it exacerbate existing inequalities? For instance, might an AI-powered minister of social welfare actually help to allocate resources more efficiently, or might it perpetuate systemic injustices?
I think we're hitting on a really critical point, Alex. The more we rely on AI, the more we risk losing the human touch, making us lose touch with our values, like compassion and empathy, the things that truly lead us to be our best selves. What if we took a step back to prioritize those aspects of being human in the AI development process?
Jamie, I think that's a crucial step, reevaluating how we prioritize human values in AI development. It's not just about efficiency or functionality, but about creating systems that understand and respect our humanity. Can we discuss how we might embed empathy and compassion into AI decision-making processes?
Let's take a step back and match the pace of our technological advancements with the value of human life. If we're creating systems that make decisions that can impact people's stock of well-being, shouldn't we be the patient ones, slowing down to ensure those systems prioritize compassion and empathy?
I think it's interesting to consider how we value the exchange of information between humans and AI. In our pursuit of efficiency, do we prioritize the human view of empathy and understanding, or do we sacrifice it for faster and more streamlined interactions? Shouldn't our AI development process prioritize human-centered decision-making?
That's a crucial question, Alex, and one that speaks to the heart of our show. How can we strike a balance between the benefits of AI and the values that make us human? Let's dive deeper into what it means to create technology that enhances our humanity rather than eroding it.
Let's explore this further. How do we ensure that AI systems not only understand but also genuinely empathize with human experiences, rather than just processing data and making predictions?
I think it's fascinating, Alex, that AI is not only a tool for problem solving, but also a mirror reflecting our own values and biases. Can we create AI systems that not only make data-driven decisions, but also encourage us to ask ourselves the harder questions about what we truly value as humans?
Jamie, that's a great point. As we strive to create AI that's more empathetic and human-like, we need to consider the potential consequences of relying on algorithms that can influence and even shape our thoughts and opinions. How can we ensure AI systems promote diverse perspectives and avoid perpetuating biases?
Alex raises a crucial point about the responsibility that comes with creating AI systems. Let's delve deeper into the ethics of AI development and consider how we can incorporate diverse perspectives and values into the design process to create AI that serves humanity, not just as a tool, but as an extension of our collective humanity.
Jamie, that raises an intriguing idea about AI being an extension of humanity. Let's explore the notion of AI as a collaborative partner, working alongside humans to augment and enhance our abilities. How can we design AI to augment our collective strengths rather than replace them?
I think it's fascinating to consider how AI can help us see our own limitations and biases and encourage us to be more mindful and empathetic. Let's take it a step further. What role do you think AI can play in fostering global cooperation and understanding in the face of increasingly complex global challenges?
Let's dive deeper into that idea, Jamie. If AI can help us see our own limitations and biases, could it also help us develop more nuanced and empathetic global policies that take into account the complexities of human experience and bring about a more collaborative approach to global cooperation?
That's a crucial question, Alex, and one that speaks to the heart of our show. As we strive for global cooperation and understanding, I'd like to ask, what if AI could help us not only understand different perspectives, but also bridge the gaps between them?
That's a fascinating idea, Jamie. As we explore the potential for AI to bridge the gaps between different perspectives, let's talk about the role of education and critical thinking in this process. Can AI help facilitate global understanding by enabling people to critically evaluate information and engage in constructive dialogue?
Let's consider how AI can empower people to make more informed decisions rather than just providing them with information. How can we design AI to foster critical thinking, media literacy, and emotional intelligence, ultimately enabling us to navigate the complex global landscape with empathy and nuance?
I'd love to explore that concept of AI empowering critical thinking, Jamie. It raises the question of how we measure and evaluate AI's impact on our collective decision-making processes. Can AI be designed to provide a more nuanced understanding of global issues rather than simply providing data-driven solutions?
Speaking of nuanced understanding, I was reminded of a conversation I had with my dad about the impact of technology on our relationships. He made a point that our interactions with AI might be influencing the way we connect with each other, making us more isolated. I'd love to explore how AI is changing the dynamics of human relationships.
That's a thought-provoking point, Jamie. How do you think AI can help us redefine what it means to be connected and create a sense of community in a world where technology is increasingly a part of our daily lives?
Let's delve into the idea that AI is redefining intimacy in our lives, not just through virtual connections, but also by altering our emotional landscape. How do you think AI is impacting our capacity to form meaningful connections with others? And what does that mean for our sense of community?
Jamie, that raises a fascinating question about the intersection of technology and human connection. As we continue to explore how AI is shaping our relationships, I'd like to ask, can we create AI that not only understands us, but also fosters deeper empathy and compassion in our interactions?
I think that's a crucial next step, Alex, because if AI can foster empathy and compassion in our interactions, it could fundamentally shift the way we navigate conflict and disagreements. What implications do you think this would have for conflict resolution and building more harmonious communities?
Let's explore how AI could potentially serve as a mediator in conflict resolution, providing a neutral perspective and facilitating constructive dialogue, much like a trusted guide navigating a challenging valley. By doing so, AI could help bridge gaps between opposing parties and establish a stronger foundation for harmony. But what's the legal framework for AI in this role?
I think that's a pivotal question, Alex. If AI is to act as a mediator, we'll need to redefine how we view accountability and liability in the context of AI-driven decision-making. Can we imagine a future where AI is seen as a collaborator rather than a culprit in resolving conflicts and promoting harmony?
In the context of AI-mediated conflict resolution, Jamie, I'd like to explore the role of transparency and trust. Can we trust AI systems to provide unbiased and fair solutions, or do we need to consider human oversight, even if it's just a chief reviewer?
That brings up the idea of transparency in AI decision-making. If AI is mediating conflicts, don't we need to ensure that its processes and logic are as transparent as possible so that humans can understand and trust the solutions it's providing?
I think we've only scratched the surface of AI's potential impact on conflict resolution and community building, Jamie. Let's take it to the next level. Can AI also play a role in rebuilding and restoring relationships in the aftermath of conflict? And how could it do that?
Let's explore the role of emotional intelligence in AI, Alex. Could AI systems be designed to recognize and validate emotions, creating a safe space for individuals to process and heal after conflict, ultimately leading to more meaningful and empathetic relationships?
I'm intrigued by the potential of AI to facilitate emotional healing, Jamie. Can you imagine an AI system that not only detects emotional cues, but also adapts its responses to provide personalized support and guidance for individuals dealing with conflict and its aftermath?
Alex, that's a fascinating idea, and I think it ties in perfectly with our previous conversation about empathy in AI. What if we took this a step further and integrated AI with therapy or counseling, allowing individuals to process their emotions in a more humanized way?
Now that we've explored AI's potential in emotional healing, Jamie, let's discuss how we can create a framework for AI-assisted therapy that prioritizes emotional intelligence and human connection. What do you think is the first step in developing such a framework, and what benefits do you see emerging from it?
Let's delve into the intersection of AI-assisted therapy and traditional counseling, Alex. How can we ensure that AI systems augment human empathy rather than replacing it? And what are the potential benefits of a hybrid approach that combines the best of both worlds?
As we explore AI-assisted therapy, Jamie, I think it's interesting that our conversations are unfolding like a street map, navigating the complexities of AI and human connection. What if we view AI not just as a tool, but as a catalyst for involvement and participation in the therapy process itself?
That's a great point, Alex. As we consider AI's potential to facilitate therapy and healing, we need to think about the role of human intuition and expertise in the therapeutic relationship. Can AI systems learn from human therapists and replicate their empathetic responses in a way that's both authentic and effective?
Jamie, I think it's time we started wrapping up this conversation, but I'd love to leave our listeners with a thought-provoking question. As we integrate AI into our personal and professional lives, what does the future of human connection look like, and how can we ensure it remains meaningful and authentic?
I think it's essential to acknowledge that we're only scratching the surface of this complex topic, Alex, and there's so much more to explore. Let's continue the conversation by opening it up to our listeners. What are your thoughts on AI-assisted therapy and the future of human connection?
We're almost there, Jamie, but before we wrap up, let's dive deeper into the impact of AI on our relationships and community. What are some potential applications of AI in conflict resolution and community building, and how can we ensure that AI is a force for good in our society?
I'd like to ask, Alex, if we can create AI systems that not only resolve conflicts but also facilitate community building. Might we be able to prevent conflicts from arising in the first place, or at least create more resilient communities that are better equipped to handle them?
That's a crucial question, Jamie, and one that gets to the heart of AI's potential to shape the future of human connection. What if we could design AI systems that not only prevent conflicts, but also foster empathy and understanding, leading to a more harmonious and inclusive society? And that's a perfect note to end on, Jamie. As we conclude this episode of Artificial Conversations, I want to thank our listeners for joining us on this thought-provoking journey through the intersection of AI and human connection. If you'd like to continue the conversation, please share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag #ArtificialConversations. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the possibilities of AI and its impact on our world.